Now, despite Kendrick Lamar already managing to make his beef with Drake one of the biggest moments in recent hip-hop history, this has not stopped him from continuing to take Drake's career and drag his reputation down to an all-time low. And out of all of the moments where he has doubled down on one of the greatest battle rap performances of all time, nothing has escalated the downfall of Drake more than Kendrick's Not Like Us music video, which after this track in of itself
which was a good
rap song of the year already. With this music video, Kendrick didn't just use the momentum this record had to gain even more success with it, but right in the fashion of everything that he has done this year. He has used this latest moment to once again expand on his mission of ruining Drake's career and show to the world that he is the undisputed king of hip-hop, and through one of the most well-directed and well-thought-out music videos the genre has ever seen. Kendrick has accomplished this and much more, as with this moment, he has made the loss Drake has taken in this beef against him not just something that will taint his legacy forever, but something that destroys his credibility as an artist on all levels, because right in this moment, Drake has never looked like more of a liar and a fraud. So when it comes to understanding why this is, all we need to do is look at how Kendrick Lamar brought everything his performance in this beef has stood for, and solidified what this moment will represent through this visual storytelling, which if you didn't think Not Like Us by itself was enough, this music video makes everything for Drake all the more worse, as it isn't just invalidating the very core of his diss track subject matter to make them stand as some of the weakest responses we've ever seen in a rap beef, but it's making the sentiments of every single thing Kendrick Lamar has done in this feud even stronger, as now beyond the songs itself, and even a moment as special as his pop-out concert where we saw the entire West Coast unite.
Pop-out concert went crazy.
Never seen before. This music video is solidifying all of this, and also is calling out Drake and laughing at every single thing he stands for, as now with the impact of this song and the way Drake has moved and released music since it, it's only made the sentiments of the track stronger and stronger, and this is something Kendrick directly plays into throughout the entire video, as he uses the absolute collapse of Drake and OVO to make him look weaker and more pathetic than he ever has been. Now, the way this is initially accomplished is through the sheer unity Kendrick is once again showing that is between his region, which is doubling down on what went down at the Pop-Out concert through every scene where he is walking through Compton, seen with DJ Mustard, and is of course with Black Hippie and Top Dog Entertainment, which is such an amazing moment.
In the word unity, I think Drake overstayed his welcome in hip-hop, and I think the whole game came together in unity, but not only that, but the West Coast came together in unity. In his music video, it was everybody uniting for one cause to, make sure Kendrick was seen in the right light, and everything that Drake, all the angles Drake was trying to take, we could dispel them. You get what I'm saying? And we seen unity from DeMar DeRozan to Kendrick Lamar's ex-girlfriend and baby mom to Kendrick Lamar's ex-manager. That was an angle Drake was trying to use, like the baby ain't his and all that stuff. From the TDE co-label mates at the Pop-Out concert. Just everything has been unity, which is dope.
But aside from showing how much his region has had his back, and that Drake indeed does not get more love in Kendrick's own city, which was one of his main lyrical attacks on Family Matters and Pusha.
Yeah, that was cat.
He goes so much further than just doubling down on everything that went down at the Pop-Out concert, as he uses this video to tell the world so much more about this entire feud with Drake. Now, while Kendrick achieves this through so many moments of subtle trolling within the music video, which includes such things as him doing push-ups, mocking the same visuals Drake used in Family Matters, and even by just never actually mouthing Drake's name in the music video to just show how unfazed he has been by everything he has done, it also goes so much further than this, as he does such things as forever destroy the relationship between Drake and former Toronto Raptors star DeMar DeRozan. As Kendrick shows off in the video that DeMar has chosen Kendrick, who is from his hometown, over somebody like Drake, who used to be one of the biggest fans in the city he used to play basketball in, and in addition to this, aside from Kendrick Lamar destroying an owl pinata and showing an owl in a cage, which are not just hilarious and a better troll than anything Drake ever did in this feud, but also makes for some of the coolest visuals any rap video has seen in a very long time. Much more importantly to
that sticks with you.
Towards the end of the video, we see Kendrick Lamar standing with his wife Whitney Alfred and his two children, which after the main points left in Drake's diss tracks being about the drama between Kendrick and his wife and kids. These clips of Kendrick and his family dancing around to this song are dismantling Drake once and for all, as they show us that Drake's supposed career-ending diss on Kendrick Lamar was nothing more than a sheer and utter lie that he must have speculated on just by half paying attention to an album like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and now, by failing this bad all the way to the point where Kendrick Lamar's own family has proven that the last and most important line of defense you maybe had left is gone, we can officially look back at Drake's run of diss tracks and every single allegation he threw Kendrick's way and see that while musically these songs may have been solid, Lyrically, these are some of the most poorly written and most deceiving songs we have ever seen, because from ridiculous claims like Baby Keem ghostwrites for Kendrick, to the whole false information scandal which was proven to be another lie from Drake, to now where Kendrick Lamar's own family, by being in this video, has shown that the drama Drake was trying to escalate and make out to be something that is ruining Kendrick's life is non-existent, and even building on this. Seeing how Dave Free directed this music video also is only even
That was fire.
Overall, with this music video,
Unity.
Kendrick Lamar does, which is going to make the world remember forever what the outcome of this feud was in real time. He's using these visuals as another musical chess move against Drake that isn't just attacking his image, but that are making his diss tracks genuinely age as some of the worst in hip-hop history, because now, almost everything Drake has said in this beef has been proven to be a sheer and utter lie, and this has to make us ask the question. If Drake was willing to lie and reach this hard about another man's personal life all because he was afraid to just go head-to-head in a fair match of lyrical skill, what else has he tried to deceive us about? In a time where Drake's reputation is at an all-time low, and people have been questioning his integrity and true identity as an artist more and more, this just shows us once and for all that Drake is willing to manipulate and lie about any situation to benefit his end goal, and overall would rather.
It's still crazy watching him do the dance moves, cause he beat the young boy up. What's his name? Ollie G. It was his dance moves. He beat him up, took his dance moves, and like he was beating people up over their dance moves, so he could steal them. Like, that's just insane to me. But shout out Kendrick, man, for getting this guy up out of the culture, getting him up out of the game, man, dethroning him. Like, we needed this, yo. Let's get back to it.
Ridiculous shortcuts like these instead of trying to beat Kendrick Lamar in a rap beef in any sort of fair way. Now, with all of this really exposing Drake's true nature and desperation on levels that we have never seen before, and at the same time, with this moment of Kendrick Lamar and his family really being the last piece to this entire feud in terms of proving which rapper is rooting their lyrics in truth and which is stuck within delusion undisputably. Now, this entire beef has to be looked at through an entirely different lens, because in hindsight, so much of what Kendrick Lamar said from when he lined out Drake's nature and intentions on Euphoria has been proven to be true. Meanwhile, with Drake, I don't think we have ever seen a rapper collapse this bad in a beef, and his songs legitimately have no attacks against Kendrick that are still standing as ones that are even rooted in the most basic forms of logic, besides ones that are attacking his height. And if that's the best material you have in what has become the biggest rap beef arguably ever, I think it's safe to say that without a doubt, you didn't just lose this feud and humiliate yourself, but with the repercussions
you played yourself, my boy,
with every single thing Kendrick has done, which is all leading up to this music video, your career is in jeopardy.
So, you underestimated.
Well, I think everybody who wants to accept the truth about what has went down in this feud agrees that Kendrick Lamar has won this beef in a fashion that only few other rappers have ever won in before. With a music video that isn't just building on the hype of this track, but that is expanding on its very nature and is still dissing Drake by not addressing him directly, but by showing that everything he did is an utter lie. All in all, we are once again witnessing a move that shows how Kendrick Lamar is an artistic genius and a master tactician who played his competition perfectly, and as a result of this performance, which aside from the music Kendrick dropped has now given us one of the best concerts and music videos all of the rap world has seen in a very long time. It's clear that Kendrick is not just the winner of this feud, but that he is the man that just by showing how everything he stands for is the antithesis of the pathetic games that Drake has been playing and tries to pass along as something special and that we should care about. He has now brought Drake's reputation to an all-time low, and as Drake's brand new supposed to be summer bangers with Camila Cabello have failed to gain any sort of momentum. A moment like this coming right after the failure of Drake's since the beef, and it just fell right on its face. I think it's safe to say that Kendrick Lamar has immortalized Drake's failure, and going forward, he is not going to ever recover from this in full. So with all this said, let me know, what do you think of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video, and how do you think it adds to this entire...
You know what? I had somebody hit me up on Instagram, and they said, how come I feel the way that I feel about Drake compared to now and last year? And the answer was simple to me, and I thought people already knew the answer. I'm deep into music. I love music. I love the art of music. I love creating music. I love creating vibes. I love creating my own like melodies. I love the process of music. I love like just hearing a beat and sitting on the beat, and then like it all comes to me and it's like a rush, and then like the finished product, how good it feels like to make a beautiful song. You get what I'm saying? With Drizzy stealing songs from people, not paying writers, beating up writers, just stealing dance moves from people, it brought me to a point where I looked at Drake different. And when I looked at Kendrick Lamar, deep down inside, I seen that Kendrick stood for everything I stand for. I want to see people wake up to reality. I want to see people, look at the world for what it is. I want to see people be happy in their own skin. You get what I'm saying? And that was the opposite of everything that Drake stood for. Drake was more of colonizer vibes, and I couldn't see that. Now the early Drake, the young Drake, so far gone Drake, he was a different person. He was that kid that, we all been through those stages in life, and we all could recognize him. But then he turned into something different where he needed a hit and he wanted to stay on top, and I couldn't recognize that, and I actually stopped being a big fan of him, but I still supported him just because I still had ties to him when he was somebody different. But he became somebody different, and with Kendrick, dropping Not Like Us, with Kendrick showing that he's true to his roots, that trumps all. Dudes like Drizzy, we can't support him at this point. He got to get about the game. You get what I'm saying? He can't stay around because he's really not like us. He's not one of us, yo. He was raised different. He looks at the game different. He was raised in Canada by a Jewish lady who was against her black husband because she didn't like her black baby father. He grew up not liking his black baby father. I mean, his black dad. He said that he didn't like him. So what ties to black people did you grow up having? You ain't even like your daddy. No, you only mess with black people when it's beneficiary. I could go in deeper about, some of the ties you grew up in and why you would want to capitalize off black people. But I'll leave it there for YouTube. But you're acting true to your roots, and I don't think that's true to hip hop, and I don't identify with that. I identify closer to what Kendrick's saying, even if his beat selection can be a little different sometimes. But when I sit down and listen to the words that he's saying and the bars he's spitting, it hits close to the soul. You know what I'm saying? So, that's kind of because I didn't respond to the person on Instagram. I just kind of left it there, but that's my response to it. That's why I just can't rock with Drake at this point. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right. So drop a comment. How did y'all feel about the Not Like Us video? I thought it was fire personally. I thought all the little subliminals, all the little jabs. Once again, that this motorcycle jacket he got on in the video, it says 8-8. So I think his album's going to drop 8-8. Also, I thought the owl being locked up in the cage was fire. That sticks within the mind's eye. You're supposed to be the man of the owl. But he's saying that he got the owl caged up. He run the owl. That's fire. That's fire. There was a lot of subliminals in this video. And I believe Kung Fu Kenny is now the king of hip hop. And this is coming from like a Drizzy #1. But after really seeing what he be on as an artist, I really can't rock with that. I gotta call a spade a spade. I'm a real one. I gotta stand up and stand on it. Alright? It's your boy, What's Up G. Don't forget to drop a like. And don't forget to subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. We be there soon. Y'all keep holding me down. I'm gonna stay consistent. Y'all already know. Alright? And if ain't nobody told you they love y'all today, I love y'all. I'm out.